Hi, my name is Lenny Krayzelberg, four-time Olympic gold medalist in swimming. Don't go anywhere because Profiles is coming right up.
Welcome to Profiles. I'm Morgan Thompson. Today's guest is four-time Olympic gold medalist and former world record holder in the backstroke, Lenny Krayzelberg. Back when Krayzelberg was winning Olympic gold medals, he also served as the poster boy for the sport, paving the way for Michael Phelps, who would soon follow. After a short break, we'll join our host, Mickey Burns, as he welcomes Olympic champion Lenny Krayzelberg to Profiles. Welcome back to Profiles. I'm Morgan Thompson. Lenny Krayzelberg grew up in Odessa, in an area formerly known as the Soviet Union. He immigrated to America at age 14, where he immediately became one of the country's top swimming prospects. He would go on to win 4 Olympic gold medals before eventually retiring from competitive swimming. Today, Lenny is an entrepreneur, and he has established many Lenny Krayzelburg Swim Academies across the nation. So let's join our host, Mickey Burns, on location from the Iroquois Hotel in the heart of New York City, as he welcomes swimming champion Lenny Krayzelburg to Profiles.
Krayzelburg in lane 4, below him is Welsh in lane 5.
You know, the key for Lenny here, Dan, is he cannot overswim this first 25.
Lenny Krayzelburg looks like he's going to win the Olympic gold medal. Lenny Krayzelburg, American dream has come true.
Oh, yes. Lenny Krayzelburg.
And he gets it done with a new Olympic record.
Lenny Krayzelburg, welcome to our show Profiles, and it's an honor meeting you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And I was going to welcome you to New York, but I understand that you're currently living here.
Yes, I am. I've been actually living here for the past 5 years, or spending most of my time in New York.
You like the Big Apple?
I'm getting used to it. It's definitely a big change moving from LA to New York.
I would say. And of course, for our viewers, you're a 4-time Olympic gold medalist and a former world record holder in the backstroke. Where do you keep those 4 medals these days?
The medals are at home, actually in my drawer, so I keep them pretty handy. I do still travel and do appearances, so they come handy when I do these travels. I mean, otherwise I would frame them and keep them somewhere more official. But right now, they're in my drawers.
Something to be very proud of.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
now you were born in Odessa in the Soviet Union, and you were part of the Soviet Empire's Olympic training machine. What made that training machine so special and different?
Well, the major difference was just how early we started in terms of the intensity of training. I remember 9 years old, I was already selected in a special group of kids that they thought had the potential to one day achieve great success. And that's 4th grade, and we're already training 5 hours a day. Right,
and those training methods compared to the U.S.'s training methods, the difference is
so much different. I mean, you just don't see 9, 10-year-olds training 5 hours a day here in America. Right. It's just too early, and I'm not. I wouldn't support putting that much stress and that much intensity on the young kids. But that was just part of the system. The strongest survived, basically, and and it's a good example. By the time I left to America when I was 13, of the 35 people we started with, 30 already quit.
Sure, it's not easy.
Not easy. Yeah.
When you were part of that training machine, what made you gravitate to the backstroke?
Actually, the coach pointed out that he felt that I had something unique about my backstroke, and told actually my dad. He said, "Lenny's born to be a backstroker." So really, since young age, it was always the backstroke that we really focused on, and I excelled at the most.
Right. Was your goal always to be a world record breaker, or you just wanted to compete at a high level?
I just enjoyed swimming. To be honest with
yeah.
you, I never imagined myself ever reaching the Olympic level.
Mm-hmm.
Although I've always been a huge sports fan. I followed sports, different sports, and
Mm-hmm.
I obviously was a big fan of people that was able to achieve the highest success in their individual sports. But never at that age did I imagine I could ever be there one day. I just enjoyed what I did.
Yeah, yeah. Now, at 14 years old, you immigrated to the United States. Why did you do so?
Well, one of the main reasons why the family decided to immigrate is better life. Growing up also as a Jew in former Soviet Union wasn't an easy thing to do. Right. And certainly with the kids growing up, the opportunities possibly would have been limited to, you know, what you can do with your life back then in Soviet Union. So my parents just felt that it was a sacrifice they were willing to make for a better life of their kids. And obviously coming to the greatest country in the world, and in terms of the opportunities that are here, that was the main reason.
Yeah. Now, when you did immigrate to the United States, you didn't speak any English. How did you cope with the language barrier, especially in training?
It was really challenging the first couple of years living in LA. You know, just moving to LA, it's such a drastic change, you know, coming from Soviet Union to LA. And it was definitely challenging. Obviously, the language barrier, not being able to speak, not being able to communicate. I remember just joining a swim team, and all the kids really wanted to know much about me. Yeah. And I couldn't really have that conversation with them. So it was definitely challenging at first. But I was always so welcomed in the community, in the swimming community, on our team, by the parents, by the coaches. I always felt tremendous support, and it was very helpful, especially in those first few years getting adjusted to a new life.
What were your thoughts of the demise of the Soviet Union when it happened?
Well, it was definitely disappointing to watch and to see that, now being here, living already in the States, and just to see that. Just specifically, just even looking at the sports systems that were used to be there, that was so organized, so structured, and so successful. Yeah. And then I went back about 10 years later, and to see all of it falling apart and having no structure there, and just to see a lot of talent that was really wasted, and a lot of young kids that would want to participate, that there was no resources or ability to.
Nowhere to go.
Yeah, it was definitely it was now. Everyone was for themselves, you know, which was disappointing to see.
Wow. Now, when you were winning gold medals, you were also the poster boy, you know, for the sport, paving the way for Michael Phelps. But my question is, how would you assess his accomplishments, and what has he meant to the sport?
Well, I mean, Michael, he transformed our sport. I mean, I remember when I was swimming, to get on TV, USA Swimming actually had to pay the fee to get to get airtime.
Yeah,
and
it was different.
It was different. And now with Michael, I mean, everyone is knocking on the doors, you know, just to get any acquaint or get close to the sport of swimming. I mean, he's definitely has revolutionized our sport and put us on the map. And for obvious reasons, he's one of a kind, and you know, in every sport, you know, we see these people that just come around once, maybe even in the century, to say, and he's certainly that for our sport.
Yeah, when he won those, was it 7 medals?
8.
8 medals in
Beijing.
In Beijing. What were your thoughts about that accomplishment?
Incredible accomplishment. Personally, knowing what it takes to win 1 gold medal in the Olympic Games, to be able to come back and win it, it isn't as much physical stress as it is mental.
I'm sure.
To be able to come back and everyone wants to beat you, and the world is watching, and the expectation on there. It's hard to even put into words mentally how strong do you have to be able to not give in to that and come through on it.
Yeah, that's a great point, because by that time he was already #1 in several categories, so everyone was gunning for him.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, you recently said about swimming, this is what you said. You said people think that swimming is just going back and forth in a lane, but it really isn't. There's a lot of preparation that includes diet, rest, and many more things. But explain the preparation to us to get to that elite level.
Well, preparation is the grind that you put in every single day. It's 4 or 5 hours a day that you're spending just training. And then in order to have an effective 5-hour training, you gotta rest and you gotta eat properly. So you're talking about a full-time job basically to be able to do that. But then it's also studying your opponents, you know, studying people you race against, you know, analyzing what are their strengths and weaknesses. Do they swim front half of their race faster, or are they better in the back end? watching your videos. What have you done? What can you do better, or what mistakes you made in your previous race? Analyzing, breaking down your race, you know, time-wise. I mean, where can you improve? I mean, it all. If you want to be the best, that's what it takes. It isn't just jumping in the pool and doing laps and expecting to be the best. You have to work at it in every aspect of it.